Welcome into the Lifetime Activity Center. Dusty Lister, Dane Stewart, and Phoebe Balf with you. Dusty and Dane on the call. Phoebe running the camera. Idaho Stampede and the Fort Wayne Fury. And it is Fort Wayne getting on the board first.
Right off the tip, huh? Can't draw it up any better than that.
Time, and then the three from the corner. That was Bradley Easton. Back the other way. We saw some leapers start off the night. Zach Fisher. Wow. That was a tough shot. Got it to roll home. And I believe 60 is... That's Spencer Cranich out of Mountain Ridge. And that ball a little long. Spencer climbs the ladder to pull down the rebound. Cranich to the rim and the finish. Last week I was like, that's not Malik Diallo. I got to get that one figured out. By the way, congratulations to Malik.
No kidding, huh?
Go to TCU.
Yeah, going to be a Horn. It's awesome.
I heard they have good NIL there.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
By the way, to anyone who's never been there, that is a gorgeous campus.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's all limestone. It matches the football field.
How about the job that Coach Dixon has done there?
I love Jamie Dixon.
That was a 0-win program.
No.
I mean, that was like Baylor basketball, 15, 20 years ago before Scott Drew. Well, it was bad.
Well, think about this, because you had SMU and they got Coach Brown. Mm-hmm. Then they had their issues. If it was NIL, SMU would be an absolute power right now. As Fisher blocked, got it back, gets it to go. I'm expecting a big year out of Zach Fisher for Davis High School. What he's shown here in the fall, I have high expectations. Spencer with the block. Beatty couldn't get it. Kersey couldn't hold it.
Yeah, I think you've seen his development continue to really help elevate his game. Speaking of Zach.
Zach Fisher.
By the way, we do have Hunter Jackson on the bench here tonight, as we almost went back-to-back games with the home side not having a sub. Hunter Jackson going to help alleviate that pressure.
Mm. Cranich can't get that one to go. Kersey transition. A little long. And then the fall away there from Brogan Miles.
Brogan had that big week 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They could use him tonight, given the short bench.
Kersey lobs it into Beatty. Paul lost it on the way up, but we're going to have a foul on Luke West first. Had a chance to catch up with Beatty. It was a good conversation I had with him last week.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's always fun because when we're this far away, and not that we're like super far away, you think you know how kids look or whatever, and you see them up close, like, yeah, different.
Yeah. I've never talked to Paul Beatty, but I remember him as a sophomore, and then obviously last year as a junior. And it's a young man I think can have a big year for the Phoenix.
That three would not go. Malachi Spencer with the rebound. Here comes Brogan Miles. Strong take. We're going to have a foul, wipe off the bucket. Zach Fisher's like, hey,
come on, man. That's 2 points.
They're giving you 11 of the 15. Like, what are we doing?
Going to make Brogan Miles earn it.
Brogan Miles has been fighting like the fighting Phils.
As a Pirates fan, I don't acknowledge that comment.
At least they both got out of those forsaken football stadiums that were baseball stadiums.
PNC Park beats Citizens Bank any day of the week.
Yeah, it's very true.
Now, that might be the only win Pittsburgh will get, but, hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
It is true. I mean, there's not anything,
nothing wrong with Citizens Bank. It's just not PNC.
I mean, there's not exactly vistas when you go to Citizens Bank. As the fall away from Spencer won't go. You go to Citizens Bank because it melted like three fields inside of it. Not nearly as obvious as the ballpark of Arlington as Kersey gets that one to go. Ballpark of Arlington was very in your face that, hey, we're going to melt these three stadiums into one. Citizens Bank Ballpark is Jacobs Field, Camden Yards, and I can't remember where the other one kind of melded into one. Kind of cool. But you just don't have the vistas behind the hitter's eye that you do at PNC.
Yeah. Well, and the river and the bridge. I mean, it's
awesome.
the complete package.
It really
man.
is. It's so awesome. Jet Passon says it's his top 2 baseball parks.
I'm going to a game there next year.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to happen. I've been waiting to go to a game that they win, but I can't wait anymore. It's been my whole lifetime. I can't,
Yeah. Spencer ahead to Luke West. West goes to the corner. The 3 won't go. And a rebound to Jackson.
Lone Peak Knight.
Got one of the more interesting IG handles out there. Ya boy Jax, I think is what it is.
Nice.
Malachi Spencer, baseline jumper.
Boy, Beatty's hobbling around a little bit. It looked like he might have twisted an ankle.
Well, I heard someone say timeout. We're not stopping. Dusty might want to fix the clock here and get that done. The 3 is long. Dusty likes his clock accurate. Got that figured out. Jackson Taylor misses on the 3. Beatty back up and in. So 15-9. Luke West goes at Jackson Taylor. Can't get the finish. Beatty with the rebound. Beatty ahead. Nice job of corralling that pass, laying it in. Bryce Mella, he had a great week last week.
Yeah?
He did.
Oh, that pass might have been just a touch long for him, but
he did all the little dirty things last week. That's a +1 there for Zach Fisher. Yeah. Took him a bit. Now got his 11th point of the half.
Well, that'd be a 3-point play, so 12th, right?
Had him with 8.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Hold on. Yeah. Like Kramer's mental clock. Bryce Mella just short. And rebound to Jackson. Spencer drives at Taylor, send it out to Fisher. Fisher has that one stolen by Kersey. Hunter Jackson giving chase, and the Region 5 matchup goes to Kersey, and it's a 2-possession game. Another Schwarber bomb.
Was it Schwarber? Yep.
Yes, it was. Like he did for Team USA.
Huh. And the Cubs once upon a time.
Kind of for the Cubs. He's the Matt Stairs of our modern era. As Jackson Taylor can get that one to go. Except he gets the bat lead off. That was off the end of the bat too. He didn't even have to square that up. I'm sure all our basketball fans are loving all the baseball talk.
I'm sure. It'd be nice if the Diamondbacks could score a run. It's hard to win when you don't score.
Nice is a relative thing. It's Hunter Jackson.
I do think our basketball fans will appreciate that the Astros are down 0-2, though.
Oh,
so
America appreciates that.
All right, back to basketball.
Those who believe in fairness.
Fortunately, I haven't heard any garbage cans in the Lifetime Activity Center tonight. So
I haven't felt any buzzers or anything either. Oh, nice crossover from Kersey. Send it back out to Soto. That's a 2.
Yep.
And Soto with a long deuce.
A nice job by the Stampede. Getting away. I think it was 15-3? 12-3 at least. Yeah. An offensive there.
So now a chance to tie it up with a 3.
Do you realize basketball season is like 5 weeks away?
I do realize it.
For Dusty, it's like 8 because he's going out of town. But for the rest of the state, it's 5.
We're tied at 18. A month from tomorrow, I'm on the plane. We wrap up football a month from tomorrow. or actually a month from today is the last day, so November 17th is Championship Friday. On the 18th, I'm on my way to
overseas,
the Middle East. Jackson inbounds that to Kranich. Oh, Kranich with the duck around. He was going for the dunk. Fouled by Mella. I almost said another region matchup, but Mountain View now in 4A. What am I thinking? I was thinking Kranich was at Cedar Valley. Kranich from Mountain Ridge. Leaves it open on the 1 for 2. Jackson Taylor. Back-to-back threes.
I think his minutes should increase this year for Lone Peak.
Yeah. Well, he had big minutes to start the year because he had some guys that were out as a sophomore.
And they battled with different health challenges all year long, so he was always kind of in the lineup, out of the lineup, back-to-back there for Taylor.
My favorite part was Jackson got it into the right lane. He was calling for that ball as soon as he crossed midcourt.
You know, to go full Rufus Sprague here, we have more pink shoes on the floor than you'll maybe ever see.
Not spatted either. This isn't spatting.
Yeah. It's not helping me with players because you can't just call like the pink shoes, right? You got 5 of them.
That's true. Jackson Taylor. Oh, he thought he was, oh my, he's on fire.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yep. He had it after 3, and I told him he missed the mark. Miles sends to the corner. Luke West. No. Rebound to Soto. Ahead to Gaddis. Gaddis with the layup.
That's a nice job by the Brighton Bengal, Jackson Soto. A beautifully placed pass up ahead to the big man Gaddis.
I'm going to apologize to Soto. For some reason, I had in my head he was at Skyline. And as Miles, oh, man. That's a high degree of difficulty with that layup.
No, he plays in one of the best gyms in the state. That new Brighton gym.
I haven't been yet.
Really?
Yeah.
We got to get you there. The lighting's phenomenal.
If we have a new school to our network, it could ensure potentially getting there.
Well, unless I take that game from you.
That's
I'll
true.
be nice. I'll be nice.
I've been acquiescing all fall, so why not one more time?
I don't know.
Inside, and Gaddis lays it in.
It's hard to say that when you're in a studio and not doing a game on
Yeah, it's really true. Just in the managerial side of things.
Yeah.
Good team player. As Fisher sends that over to Kranich. Oh, nice job of switching down and up. Kranich down the lane and one.
Boy, he set that up so beautifully, that quick step. Almost quick step back, and Smith coming out to close it. Open up that driving lane.
Soto back to Gaddis. And a foul on Fisher. Oh, Harper's bat is the longest at bat in the history of the pitch clock. And that 3 won't go. Fisher.
Yeah, didn't get the loft on that shot. Bit of a straight line, hard to hit.
And Fisher with the layup on this end. Yeah, so the Diamondbacks did what the Braves didn't. They threw high cheese above the letters, and he chased it. The Braves threw a hanging curveball that still hasn't landed yet. As Jackson Taylor missed on that one. Gaddis at the board, said to back out. The 3 to Easton wouldn't go. Too bad Kyle isn't listening still. We talked about that this afternoon. Brogan Miles, nice block. That was a
Smith.
roof.
A little bit of retribution there.
You said that was Smith?
51?
Yeah. And Charlie Smith. Inbound. Would not go for Kranich. Here comes Soto. Luke West rebounds the transition miss. And Taylor picks up the fall league charge.
From the three-point line, nonetheless.
Hey, man. His family are big U fans. You stand on the U First logo. He took one in the chest and got rewarded. His uncle's Twitter handle, X handle, the Statue of Wit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if he didn't want that out there, but I put some pictures together to figure that one out as the three goes. I did a little investigative work on a liked Zeet of mine. Put it all together. Fisher, no.
Some of us are not that creative. We just go with the bland underscores.
I know. Oh,
Jackson.
Soto. I mean, I didn't want to get pigeonholed. Maybe we can go to sports talking guy. My thoughts are my own. I haven't put that up yet. It's Fisher.
Well, my thoughts are not my own. Mine are completely, at the behest of other people's decisions and requests. So
I text Dana, I was like, please tweet.
The world never knew Dusty was such a big Vandals fan. I mean, we had to keep that quiet for a long time.
Charlie Smith. Hey, I watched that whole second half. I actually watched most of that game. But
I hate that offside call, by the way.
I did too. I was not happy with it. I really wasn't happy with it. Megan found that out. I did not like it. Taylor. Oh, nice. Man, Jackson having an awesome first half.
Yeah, he has. He's been dialing them up outside, that time the little mid-range. You think about that Lone Peak team, they got some offense will be there this year.
We'll see. Isaac's going to come back from his football injury. Should have plenty of time, actually. Jackson, short on the three. Brad Easton, over to Soto. Lob it in.
Tough.
Nice job of Spencer with the steal. West to Fisher. Fisher got around Smith and one.
That was a little slider there from Zach Fisher to, continue in the lingo here.
New pitch this year, the sweeper.
Also known as a vacuum in Pennsylvania. Right down the lane.
It sits next to the radiator. It does not fit in your jockey box, though. Oh, pretty. Kranich kissed it off the glass, and it's a 2-point game.
Communicator, too. Calling out the defensive assignments there.
Paul Beatty straight away for three. I asked him if Coach would be okay with his all the threes he took last week. He said he's been asking me to shoot it for a while. So I think he'll be okay with it. And answer from Fisher. Zach Fisher's going to be that guy in the state when he walks in the gym. The student section doesn't know he's that guy. And then by the end of the midway through the second quarter, he's the one getting heckled.
Either that or the heckling started pregame and ends by halftime.
Yeah.
Oh.
He can give him the little, whoa. As Kranich slaps that one out, picked up by Spencer. As Charlie Smith got sent out the club on that drive. Jackson, the fall away. And we're tied at 41. Smith to the corner. Soto for three.
He's hit a couple threes in this first half. Jackson Soto showing he can score it.
Fisher leaves it for Spencer. Malachi. Oh, yeah, he just couldn't quite hang it.
Good thought there, but that momentum just caught him off guard.
Five seconds. 3. And Soto's shot is short. And out for the first half. 44-41. Fury lead the Stampede. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half. You're watching Utah Top 50 on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Oh, hope you all enjoyed our Caleb Williams breakdown.
Breakdown of the NFL. And
I normally have us all muted.
For those who wonder what we talk about when the mic is off, now you know.
Yeah.
We talk sports.
We
literally have nothing else going on in our life.
I don't know. Well, our wives know. Hey, I think they decided to go 18-minute quarters. I've been resetting these to 20. Or sorry, halves.
So maybe they haven't been taking time off the clock.
I was like, why in the world am I so off? So there we go.
Oh, it's off.
Nearly got that one to go for Mella. And it's Beatty.
Yeah, good follow.
And the Fury extend their lead to 5 points. Yeah, I went to go unmute us, and I was like, wow, we were unmuted. So that won't go. Rebound to Beatty. Easton.
Nice.
His second 3.
Yeah, Bradley Easton and Jackson Soto, both Brighton Bengals on the floor in this one. They've got Matheson coming back as well. Nash Matheson was a basketball player last year, so
he's had a heck of a football season.
He has.
We saw him last week.
Yep.
Excited to see him on the basketball floor.
The first non-home run scored by the Phillies just now.
Is 51-41. I can already see the headlines of the Philly Inquirer. The brotherly shove. Phillies sweep Diamondbacks. I should send that to someone for free. I'll send that to Brother Sikahema. I'll take care of it.
I was actually thinking brotherly love because they're holding them scoreless.
Ooh,
see?
Nice.
Yeah?
There goes Kersey. Back up to 10. Kranich. Luke West, the free throw line. Jay, no. And the rebound to Smith. One of those nights for a lot of the productive guys, at least thus far for the Stampede, is that 3 won't go. The next shot from Kersey wouldn't fall. Back down the floor with Jackson.
Oh, how many times did you see that bounce back to you if you're Malachi Spencer?
Not often.
Not often at all. That's not even a home bounce you get.
Kranich couldn't get that. Now on the run. Kersey. Good hands by West. And we'll stay with the Fury. I believe next week we're going to make up week 2. Or at least the 3rd, right?
They're making up a week. I don't know which one.
Yeah, making up
yet.
a week next week. And then we're at the Delta Center on the 30th.
That's right.
And then potentially the next on 31st.
Potentially, yeah. Still seeing if we can get that sorted out.
Yeah. That'll be a one-man show with Dane. You guys can all enjoy that. I got some
nice
candy
takeaway.
hunting to do that night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring mine to the old stadium, arena, center.
Pavilion. Field house.
Oh, stepped on the line.
Oh, an inbound violation. Now, the worst run scored for the Phillies was just scored. Maybe the run wasn't brought in, but Brandon Marsh, he did to my poor Angels.
Oh, fortunate. Soto missed that one.
So Jackson. Off the screen from Fisher. Luke West. Malachi Spencer. A little junction jumper would not fall. Quickly down the floor. Oh.
Looking for Gaddis again. He's had a couple leak outs. That one was just a couple inches in front of him.
Gaddis was going up before he secured that ball. Inside to Spencer. Little strong, got it back. Soto getting to pick up the foul. And that's going to put Malachi Spencer at the line, young man out of Weber High School. We haven't seen Hunter Skink.
Yeah, I haven't seen him here tonight. Or this year.
Yeah. As Spencer knocks down the 1-for-2 free throw. So 10-point game. Oh, free throw line, Jay Gaddis. And Highland has so many dudes.
They got a lot of dudes. George McConkey would have been in the earlier matchup, was not here tonight. Gaddis, obviously we saw as well.
Drisdom,
Isaiah Drisdom, yeah. So they do have a lot of talent.
Yeah, that was a get out of the way from Broken Miles. You don't want to be a stand on the tracks and the trains coming through.
He's got his academics to think about.
Yeah. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. So 59-45, Fury lead Stampede. West along the baseline, send to the corner, along 2 from Fisher. No.
It's a rare miss for Zach Fisher. Region 1 fans might want to be recording that one so they can bring it up later in the year.
I think it's because he was straddling the line. I think
the depth played with him a little bit. He knew it wasn't a 3. And
you start thinking about things.
Yeah.
Oh, and Gaddis, I thought that might come up a little short. No, it was just wet, pure.
How about the versatility? We've seen him run the floor. We've seen him in the block, and now showing he's got some extension to his offense.
Kranich can't get that one. Smith can't get the transition 3 out. Hot off the front of the iron. Over to Gaddis, now to Taylor.
Usually you get burned when that happens, but iron.
Oh, I was waiting. I was like, well, what part of that?
Yeah.
Soto can't get that one to go, and the rebound and run out. Here's Luke West. Had such an awesome year last year for the Bingham Miners. Excited to see what he can do in his sophomore year.
Yeah. Of course, interesting when you look at these rosters, there's not a lot of Miners in the top 50. Luke is one of them. He might have a lot on his shoulders this year for the Miners in Region 2, especially with Corner and Harriman and Copper Hills. It's going to be a tough basketball region.
Yeah, it really will be. In Mountain Ridge.
That's right.
It'll be interesting as West with the 2.
And Riverton's not a slouch either.
No, it's not. And remember last year, they came out and ball House of Fire,
yep.
Even through the first part of Region. Oh, nice take by Bryce Mella.
I mean, since we're on a Philly kick, that's a gritty group.
Blue-collared group.
You know Gritty?
The Gritty?
No, do you know Gritty?
What?
You don't know Gritty.
What are you talking about?
He's the Philly Flyers mascot.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think when you think Philly, think of the Fanatic. Oh, that shot won't go. And put back there from Kranich. I think Gritty and the Flyers. I think Eric Lindros. He's still on the team, right? Then a baseline jumper.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Gritty has set mascots back about 30 decades.
Oh, mercy.
It's just not. It's not good.
Just keep the Fanatic.
It's not
spread
good.
him around. It's a nice job by Kranich. Oh, I thought Luke West was going to pick that off. Gaddis lays it in.
Soto put eye goggles up to his eye. Like, what a threaded ball. Look, he might be able to be a quarterback for Brighton next year. They're graduating theirs this year, right?
Graduating both of them.
Yes.
The backup quarterback, Morzalewski, will graduate as well as Fisher with that one. Soto tracks it down. Oh, nice leave. Gaddis swatted from behind by Fisher. West.
He wanted that dime. He needed a little extra change in his pocket tonight.
Kranich, step back 3. No. Taylor. Ahead to Smith. And 1. Spencer thought he'd fouled them all enough to keep the shot away. He did not. It's game 2 of our triple header tonight. Alley Cats versus the Daredevils coming up next is get a bucket for the Stampede. Gaddis and the dunk.
There's a lot of long outlets we're having here, and could even hear the sideline say, guys, you got to get back and play D.
Yeah. There you go. Zach Fisher. Here comes Soto. Left the corner. And there you go. Get the defensive stop. Come back the other way. Fisher at Soto.
Nice.
Rolls it home. What's the and 1? Gaddis for 3.
Tell you what, Grayson Gaddis, he's being a little selfish tonight. He's wanting that player of the game honor.
He does. You know, he's making up for last week. Last week he forgot his jersey. He left it home. He had to wear another one, and he came up to me and said, hey, I forgot my jersey. He had to own up to it or whatever. We got him right.
And I don't say that as though he's being selfish. He's had a nice night tonight.
Yeah.
That's,
He wants the verbalization of his greatness.
Yeah.
He wants to hear that he was the player of the game.
Of course, young man, a senior this year. We need Highland basketball to be back.
We do.
Right? I mean, you think about when we came in and, man, it was one of the great student sections and environments. And I think Coach Jones will get it there.
It was our first boys state championship game we called. Provo versus Highland. Their last state championship in basketball. And they were always that sneaky team. They'd be the 4 seed, knock out Timpview, who was the 1 seed. Like every year.
Yeah, you had who was the point guard?
He was
Leaky
McCowie. Leaky
McCowie, yep.
Had the buzzer beater at UVU one year against Timpview when I picked him to win a state championship.
I think he went to Westminster, if I recall correctly.
They also had a swing forward that was on that team forever too, and blinking. But if you want me to name that 05-06 team, I could still do it. So
Steve Panos.
Oh, couldn't get that one. And then Sykes and the 2 Browns, Les and Braden, and Orchard.
Yeah, I was thinking Orchard was on that team.
Jake Orchard. As that 3 wouldn't drop. With the great Coach West. Three long from Brogan Miles. Sometimes your legs are kind of shot. You're trying to add legs to it, and you tend to still overshoot it. Up top is Soto. Gaddis' shot is short. And here comes West. And a foul on Jackson Taylor.
You see a lot of hands on knees for the Stampede. They are gassed. And look, I mean, give a lot of credit to the Fury because they have really pushed the tempo tonight. Said, hey, you've got one guy on your bench. We're going to run it. And I think they've really exhausted their opponent tonight.
And I just realized our colors were backwards and they didn't mess me up ever.
Hey, look at you.
No. Oh, put him on the wrong one. As I say that and screw it up. So foul on the shot, or probably before the shot. No hold. 79-64, the Fury lead the Stampede. Taylor inbounds to Easton. Brad out to Jackson Taylor. Tracked down by Beatty. Beatty jump it up, no. Off of Kersey, and we'll go back down the floor with the Stampede.
Kersey's on the Stampede. The Stampede are black.
I am wrong, that's what you're telling me. Information would have been useful yesterday.
In fairness, I'm on the far side of the table. And by far side, I mean I'm a good 2 feet away, Dusty. Come on. Here's Beatty. Oh, nice. Oh, we got a technical.
You can remove competition from the game, but you can't remove competition from the coach.
You know, the organizer, Brian Alfrey's down there. I don't see him, you know.
It looks like he's laughing.
Yeah. He doesn't look too upset. But we mentioned a couple minutes ago, Coach, he wanted a couple calls, wasn't getting them. How about a technical in the top 50? Is that a first time?
Yeah. And I'm here for it. Just want to know these coaches aren't loafing.
I will tell you this, though. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to be George Karl level, because George Karl doesn't take technicals like that, right?
George Karl gets technicals on his Zeets.
Yeah. Very composed technical.
You know,
response to the technical, I should say. I don't know what deserved. I can imagine, but
I got to meet, the son, Junior Karl, when I covered the Utah Flash back in the day.
Cody?
Corbin? Is it
Cody?
Corbin?
Cody Karl.
Yeah.
He was a Bronco.
Yeah.
I
had him when he was on the Bakersfield team.
I really liked George Karl, and then that happened, and it just really.
It's funny. I was hoping George would come to a game. He did not. I didn't. Lon Kruger and I got to know each other really well that year.
Yeah.
Because Kevin was on the Flash, and Lon came to a lot of games.
Of course, George Karl didn't come to any of those
Kranich.
games, and Dusty took offense at that.
Yep, I did. I took offense at it. I took it personally.
That's what it is. I took it personally. My bad.
Back the other way. Beatty sends it out. Easton just missed it. Or have a loose ball foul. The kids are not happy. Oh, they have a foul on the Fury.
I think I called it on Miles there. Yeah.
I cannot believe I messed up. I brag about the score, but jeez, it's gonna be on Vince's moment.
Hey, how do you tell which team is the home team and the visiting team?
Hey guys, it's Vince. That is a segment that has made our weekly show better.
Only if we spin it, which we always do.
It hasn't been released yet, folks, but I did spin it 4 times.
Here's the deal. When it's on the wheel 5 times, there's a pretty good odd that it's going to come up at least once.
Spencer got it. For some reason, they only gave him 1 on that. So, Kersey.
Nice take.
With his first attributed points to the Stampede tonight.
He's had some good looks. Just haven't been able to get finishes until then, I think. That was a nice one.
Long that ball out of bounds. And
big offensive night for the Stampede. Glad to see them represent the Gem State with such fine performance. It makes us Idahoans feel good.
Such ferocity.
That's right. It's truly been a stampede tonight.
It would have been better if they would have made this performance in the Kibbe Dome.
Amen.
The football field with no upright stanchions.
It's truly an engineering marvel.
It really is. As that'll bring it to an end. So final score, Stampede 85, Fury 66. Dane, your final thoughts, selection player of the game.
Yeah, just too much for the Stampede tonight. We talked about the short bench for the Fury, Idaho. The Stampede just offensively ran the floor very well. Grayson Gaddis, my player of the game. I thought he was fantastic tonight. The Highland Ram, our player of the game.
Grayson Gaddis, our top 50 player of the game. Again, our final score, the Idaho Stampede 85 and the Fort Wayne Fury 66. Again, apologize about the scoreboard stuff till the very end, but hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the Utah Top 50s. We go to Game 3 for Dane Stewart and Phoebe Balfe. I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us and for watching the Rewind Sports Network's coverage of the Utah Top 50.